Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I should scoot closer. That's like a big gap. That looks weird. Or you should scoot closer.
Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome.
Shalom.
Welcome to the channel. We are journeying with us. I want you guys to journey with us. So today we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff that's been going on that we've been seeing over here on the east side of the world. Yeah, it's getting crazy. I'm not sure if you guys see. I'm pretty sure you do. So when you come in our chat, make sure you like the video. Make sure you share with somebody um, that can use this information. And yeah, we'll get right into it.
Yeah.
Shalom, shalom, welcome. I'm gonna just keep saying shalom when I see people come.
Yeah, these TikToks, they're crazy. These TikToks. I don't know if we talked about the TikTok ban the last video, but that's besides the point. We're not on TikTok, so we could care less. But I understand that people use it as a means of giving valid information that's happening in America. I do understand that. So, the next phase of Americans being replaced. Shalom, shalom, sis. The next phase of Americans. Thank you so much.
I think she was talk. She said sis. I thought she was talking about me. What
You're
about me?
not sis, you're bro.
I'm there too. I'm there too.
Oh gosh, you're funny. So the next phase of Americans being replaced. They are active in this. They're not playing out here. And if you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, you may want to, because the middle class in America is being completely obliterated. And that's for whatever reason, that's how they want it to be. But I have this article here from Fox News. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, we shouldn't listen to Fox, la la la. That's great, but these things are actually happening. I mean, I see it in real life when I'm on LinkedIn and these people are posting, people in marketing that aren't entrepreneurs and they have jobs. They're posting, hey, I've just been let go from my marketing job.
Shalom,
And
shalom,
these are
family.
the same
Welcome.
people that have the same they do the same things that I do, but they're employed by W-2. They're not entrepreneurs. And so it is happening. People are being let go from jobs. But this is about Tyson. I'm sure y'all heard. Tyson.
Wait.
Don't say
Welcome,
it.
guys. Welcome. Make sure you when you enter the chat, make sure you like the video. Let people know that we live. You see 7 people. I love 7. You love 7?
Yep.
Like that's a good number.
Yep.
Eight is even better. So hallelujah. So when you enter the chat, please like the video. Please like the video. Shalom. Go
And
ahead.
as you're watching the replay.
Yes.
So Tyson hiring migrants while laying off U.S. workers is the decimation of the American dream. Top Republican. Now, obviously, they're going to use these headlines to spew their, Republican, whatever it is. But the fact is, you can still pull facts from what's actually going on. And so, Tyson Foods just announced it's shuttering an Iowa pork factory that will lead to more than 1,000 lost jobs. The company reportedly met with and hired migrants in Manhattan for the positions at a Tennessee plant. After announcing it will join the TIM Partnership for Refugees, staff from the poultry heavyweight engaged with asylum seekers at the New York office, while CEO Hamdi Ulake founded the charity.
After you eat, Joe.
At least 87 migrants from Central and South America were hired in 2 separate groups, according to the Tribune News Service. The same report said Tyson employs about 42,000 immigrants, and that the company's corporate social responsibility executive said, we would like to employ 42,000 other immigrants if we could find them. Now, I don't feel any type of way. I'm going to just say this about immigrants because the Mexican ones and South American ones are actually natives in America. So I don't really feel any type of way about that. But I more so am just pointing this out for you that are in America so you can see you are actively being replaced.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts, guys, about what's going on. Like, what do you guys believe that's gonna really happen with all these people coming in? It doesn't matter from where. Mexico, we hear people from Africa,
Senegal,
Senegal, just everywhere. Just really everywhere. They're coming because the U.S. is allowing them to come. I just saw something about Canada too, how they're inviting the migrants there, but they can't pay for them. You know, the same thing with New York, same thing with Texas. I saw something about Texas also with, um, they I guess they was trying to pass a bill to let them know, hey, we can deport you, but the the Senate or something said that no, we're not going to pass that bill. So you know how Texas is feeling right now. So if you're in Texas, if you're watching this from Texas, let us know what's going on in Texas because people that's like gun central right there. They're ready for war. They're ready to stand their ground. So it's a lot going on. It's like a lot going on with the migrants crisis.
Yeah.
I know that the U.S. economy is trying to rebuild itself. So if they can hire cheaper people to work, or I don't want to say cheaper people that will accept a cheaper, a lower wage, um, they're going to do that no matter what. It turns back to slavery. They gonna go get some people and enslave them to work for free or really work for cheap because free right now is what like $10,
Right. Yeah. Because that's
$15.
minimum wage now.
Hold on, talk to them.
And while it's minimum wage, they hike up these cost of living prices so that people, whether you have children, whether you don't have children, it's literally impossible to just survive simply in America. And so this article also has some other interesting points. And it says Vance argued the hiring of migrants or foreign nationals who are willing to work for lower pay than U.S. citizens both exacerbates the labor pool and suppresses wages for working class families, which is just crazy because the cost of living is increasing and they're like, no, we want the wages to decrease. So even the migrants that come over, and you can see some of the videos that they're posting online because Americans are interviewing some of the migrants, and the migrants are saying, this is not what we thought it was. We are broke out here because the cost of living is so much. And even with the assistance that they're giving them, obviously it just makes a little bit of an impact because America is a very difficult place to survive, to live, to do anything. Even if you're an entrepreneur, even entrepreneurs are feeling it. And I'm like, man, I believe every entrepreneur, every person on earth that is in America needs to leave because they're literally setting up to be the modern day slave factory. And that's what they've always done. And so that's what you can expect. That's what America was founded on. So, don't think that there's going to be some hopeful dream of peace in America because that's just not what's coming to America. And at the same time, the prophecy has to come to pass in Revelations that says those who put in captivity will go into captivity, right? So there's so many things at play. It's prophecy, it's politics, it's all these different things at play, and it's happening in real time. So man. So this is just the beginning because while Tyson is in the news, you can also see this with different tech companies. Now, as an entrepreneur, as somebody that's a freelancer, this is a benefit to us because they obviously outsource these projects to freelancers. Okay. And so even if you are in Africa, and a lot of you guys know this, like continental Africans, and whether you're in Tanzania, Kenya, Ghana, you're a professional and you're good with storytelling, you're good with all of these different things, you can actually freelance with these companies. So it's a benefit for you. It's a benefit for you in that way that you're able, especially if you speak English and if you speak multiple languages, you can come into some of these virtual places. And by the way, you don't even have to leave Africa to do this. You can step into these virtual realms on LinkedIn, the way that we teach people. You can go into these different virtual job boards, these different things, and have these different contracts. And then you're helping your other African people. And so y'all create like a little 3-person agency and y'all bust out these contracts, and you never had to go to America to make USD. Now, on the flip side, that's the good part for Africans that live on the continent. On the flip side, those of us who are still in America, it makes it very difficult unless you're somebody that's like invested in real estate. or something like that, it makes it very difficult for you to stay in America and to survive there. And a lot of times people don't even realize, because we've talked to hundreds of diaspora who have moved. You guys don't even realize how much pressure you're under in America until you leave to come somewhere like East Africa, even West Africa, South Africa, wherever it is.
What do you mean by that pressure?
The stress of America, like when you're in America.
Why y'all come eat over here? Why y'all eating on the couch?
So I was saying with the stress, like obviously high blood pressure, stress levels, anxiety, people, are suicidal, they're in therapy, they feel like they gotta go to therapy every week. In America. In Africa, these things don't exist as much because we have a different culture. That's why I'm saying there's this invisible pressure that's on Americans in America.
Well, I guess it just depends on the person, because um, if you come over here and you don't really have an income, that's stressful in itself right there.
That's a good point. Yeah,
So that
definitely
I
have an
guess
income.
I guess that's when you said that, it's like, man, because we talk to people like that, and that's very stressful. Every day, every week, we hear this, and it's like, man, that can be very stressful when people don't really have a solid foundation and can't really sustain themselves here and really live their life how they want to back in America. They gonna wish to go back to America to get a job and work.
Yeah,
But
and the
like,
jobs aren't found.
yeah, so that's why we, pretty much talk about what we talk about, because you need a solid foundation, so you won't be in that position where you come here and you still searching for income. You got to have a solid income base, so you can and enjoy your life here. Have that peace and joy here instead of being stressed like still. So I guess when you said pressure, that's what I thought about. Like, dang, we did talk to a
That
lot
is
of
pressure.
people
Yeah.
that came here and they're struggling like that.
Yeah, by no means. You will never hear us say on our channel. Some other channels may say it. We will never tell you to leave America without having a business. That's not. We didn't do that. And
Yeah.
so we've been out for 4 years. Y'all know we move around, we travel, we invest, we do different things. And the way we're able to do that is through our business. We don't have any W-2 jobs. You haven't had a W-2 in 4 years. I haven't had one in 7 years.
Yeah.
So, and it's becoming even more like it's not even an option anymore. If you guys do this while it's a little bit comfy for you, it's going to be an easier shift. But you're going to keep seeing these layoffs, these bank closures, all these different things, because the American middle class is gone,
Yeah.
basically. Like it doesn't really exist anymore. When
And
Americans go on
it's
TikTok and say
it's
they can't buy food.
it's really crazy to think about, because we see the big people, like the big owners of the company stepping down.
Oh yeah, what company was that?
It's a lot that did that
Tyson.
just this
It was
year,
Tyson.
and they like kind of disappeared. And we not gonna get started with.
Well, they over in these islands and stuff. They live in
Yeah,
their,
I'm
because they
telling
know
you,
America.
even and then they gonna try to um put our people in a position to take the fall. And
Right.
I'm not trying to justify anything, if you guys understand what I'm saying, but um that's just how it is. All these big people doing all this illegal stuff, they step down because they know what's coming. That our people think is cool, um, to try to be in their position. It's just
Right,
it's just
right.
best to
That's true.
have your foundation and get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out.
Because then you're going to be stuck dealing with something that you're not equipped to deal with in that system. So all these CEOs, they're also living their lives outside of America, and so that should tell you something. These people are preparing to leave. And again, we say this in a lot of these recent lives we've been doing, because since 2020, this is the thing that has changed since we've been out of America. We've noticed that it's more white Americans leaving.
Yeah.
And they're going to Europe, they're going to Spain, they're going to Portugal. They're building their houses in their homelands because it's more affordable there, and they actually have real food in Europe. Even Europe is a little bit better than America.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. How I saw a fact just the other day saying that a single person should make at least $110,000.
Just one person.
Just one
They
person.
not
A
married.
couple should make $220,000 to have a sustainable life. Comment below. Put a 7 in the chat if you make $110,000 a year.
And then an 8 if you make 220,000.
Like, please, I'm very interested in this. The people that's watching right now, please put a 7 if you make over $100,000 a year. Put an 8 if you don't. Right? Did I say that right?
Mm-mm. I said put an 8 if you make 220,000 because you said
No, we got
they
to
wanted
look.
220 for
No,
married
just put
couples.
it like this. Put a 7 in the room if you make 100,000. Put an 8 if you don't. And nobody's commenting.
And then once you don't comment, please find a place. You know what? At this rate, it could be in Costa Rica if that's what you want. Because we have clients who are in Costa Rica. It could be in Costa
Yeah.
Rica where it's 60% lower cost of living. Because there's no way, the only way that you can get leverage by being an American right now is by not living in America. That's somewhere like Africa that has a lower cost of living. You know us, we preference Africa over the Caribbean, but that's us. Maybe like Costa Rica. I don't know.
Yeah. The American dream is to leave America now.
Yeah.
And some people, it's just we talk to a lot of people, we see a lot of people, they still want to go to America. And once they get there, it's a different feeling. They be like, man, why? What? It's crazy here.
Yeah, people messaging us like, "Why is childcare so expensive?" Like, we've been trying to tell not only the African Americans and the African diaspora, we try to tell our continental cousins too. Now it's different if you're one person,
Okay,
maybe
one
you
person
could kind
can.
of make it work. But if you can't make that work and you have children, child care alone is multiple thousands of dollars.
Ooh, I can't even imagine. Well, but everybody be in school, at least school. Well, not
They not in
I'm not
school
even
till
thinking
age
about.
5 and 6.
Yeah,
So for the first 5 years, you either because that person they had to work, so they couldn't stay home.
yeah.
I had the ability to stay home some of the time, but even when
It's
Jeremiah
too
and
much
Jazz
to
were
think
little,
about.
they had to go daycare because at that time I was working in
Yeah,
healthcare.
daycare. Even if I don't want them in school. If we in America, so it's a lot to think about. They putting it right in your face. Um, and we're gonna talk about
Jeremiah, hold Zakaria for your sister and
um
walk outside.
a couple more.
Go
Then
do
go
it.
to go. I'm sorry, guys. Our children they be fighting over the baby, talking about they love her so much.
Oh
But yeah, we got another one about the bridge that we're gonna be talking about too. So look that up.
God, the bridge.
Yeah. But I see 23 people in the chat. Make sure you get these likes up. We appreciate it. Um, and yeah, so this bridge in Baltimore.
It says SOS alert.
How do you guys feel about that? Have you guys heard about that? Please say you guys heard about that.
You know, our folks they don't like listening to the news. I understand, but there's also you have to look. There's a scripture in the Bible that says watch and pray. You can't watch and pray if you're not watching.
Which your phone's right
Okay,
there. Okay.
watch and pray. It's not just pray and pray. It said watch and pray, not just pray, pray, pray. Watch so that you know what to pray about.
Read this.
Oh, it's on your okay.
And this is one of the major bridge that cuts a lot of time out for transportation
In Baltimore.
in Baltimore.
For those not familiar, this is Mallory Sofa Sty. Sounds Italian, I
No,
think.
you don't have
Oh, my bad. Okay. For those not familiar with the Francis Scott Key Bridge and its impact on transportation in the Baltimore region, it's one of 3 ways to cross the harbor. It's a 1.6-mile section of Baltimore's Beltway, I-695, constructed in 1977 for $110 million. 11 million vehicles cross it every year. So this is basically doing a lot of
Yeah, it's just it
destruction
cuts a
to
lot of time
Baltimore.
out. So just imagine the transportation, all the food that's been transported there, the items, just everything that you know they
Jeremiah, walk
need,
outside, please.
it got cut off. Or I don't want to say cut off. You just got to go another way, and it's gonna take way longer. It's gonna be more traffic. So it's probably gonna be like Dar es Salaam traffic, where you sitting in traffic for 2 3 hours. And it's gonna be way more trucks, way more things happening there. Um, and it's sad because it happened when cars was passing and everything. Like that's
That's intense.
like we can't really even. I can't wrap my mind around that. That's like wow, cars is just passing and then the bridge collapsed.
And then you said something that was like, oh, dang, that's right. You said that that was similar to the first scene in Leave the World Behind the movie.
Yeah, I saw something like
That
that.
ship,
Um, yeah, the ship was a shipping container and like a whole bunch of
the
shipping
cargo
containers.
ship.
Yeah, cargo ship, and somebody put it in a way to reference "Leave the World Behind." If you guys haven't seen "Leave the World Behind,"
You already live in
um,
it.
I believe it's happening in a
Yeah.
way. They're testing the cell towers. They're collapsing bridges. Okay, Joe, wait. Um, and everything.
Yeah, they are.
Go ahead.
We don't know if the collapse is on purpose. They may not have been on purpose. Nobody knows, you just don't know what was actually going on. But it does look like Leave the World Behind, Leave America Behind. And so, y'all, we're in March 2024. It seems like since the start of the year, and really we're in the start of the year, but that's besides the point. The start of the year, the end of 2023, we're seeing, oh, 2024, 2025 is different. And that's why we have recently been telling you guys you should leave before, for sure, before 2025. But if I were you, I would leave, by August 2024, because when we left in 2020, we left in August of 2020. And so just, getting out in a timely manner, being diligent about your plans, because Americans, despite what you guys believe, you have the abilities and the privilege to get out.
Yeah,
You really do.
I feel like once you get out, it's better. Like it's gonna be hard if you keep trying to not get out.
Yeah,
It's gonna be harder and harder. But as soon as you take that leap of faith and get out, it would be easier. It would be less stressful.
for sure. I really love this comment, Leslie. Africa's not making any way for us to come there. Hard to get a 2-year residency and business visa. How to stay or live there in Africa? Well, the first issue with, and this isn't to like be rude, the first problem is that when you think about moving to Africa, you're putting it on Africa to help you. When we left America, we didn't say Africa's not making way for us. We said the Most High has already predestined this from the foundations of the world.
Yeah,
Therefore, what may seem like a mountain or a problem becomes obsolete to you, and it's not a problem anymore. So I would fix your language in the way that you view Africa, because there's no human on earth that's responsible for me. The Most High is responsible.
okay.
Why are you like?
Maybe
The
a little
Most
bit.
High is well, yeah, for us, but the Most High is responsible. Like we
Yeah,
can't put it on, oh well, Africans, and oh, I want somebody in the diaspora to come and sponsor me. This is the mindset our people come with, and this isn't necessarily you. This is just mindsets that we see people come out with all the time. People arrive in Africa and say, "Why is nobody bringing out the red carpet and sponsoring us?"
yeah.
Because they don't have to.
We watched the video yesterday. This guy, he was crying on the video. African, a Tanzanian. He was saying when he crossed the Zambian border, they gave him a hard time. They was treating him like a terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. Like Africa still is,
Colonized.
yeah, they're
We are
colonized. They still have
colonized.
a big hand over them. Each I want to say each African country, no matter where you go.
Yep.
Like that's facts. That's true. Um, and to have a African, a person that lives here, that been here, trying to cross a border that's next to his country, and they're treating him like a terrorist, that should tell you a lot right there. Okay, go ahead, go make your plate, Jag. Make some plates.
Yeah.
That should tell you that Africa's not gonna even do that for their own people. Like, and then us, the whole world is gonna hate us. Talking about the believers of the Most High, you know, until the Most High really come set his foot down or his sword down, his word down. So we used to it. Just the other day, we was walking and people taking pictures of our afro.
Chinese, them Chinese. I'm not gonna get started with y'all.
No,
I'm not
well,
doing it because we got saved Chinese folks, but y'all saved ones, talk to yo. I don't know
yeah,
if they robots or what's going on with them. I don't know if they glitching or what's going on with them, but y'all talk to your other Chinese folks because they be
yeah,
something
that
wrong
was
with them.
crazy, and it's just like, dang. Once I start to think about it, I'm like, man, it's still this is just still it. You know, we
This is
still we're
it.
still in this world where people gonna do that. They still hate us. They not gonna love us until it's time to
Yeah, and most of them
really
ain't
bow
gonna make it.
down.
Let's be real. The Most High is destroying many of these nations. But somebody said, how do the homeless and shut in prison get out early? By the Most High. You know, we've heard testimonies. We've heard people that had strokes move. So it's
Stop.
really, as much as it is kind of collective, it's really not. It's on an individual basis where the Most High is deciding who He's going to pull out.
Yeah, you got to be chosen. It got to be a remnant.
And if that's you, go ahead and leave. Go ahead and be obedient to the call. So Leslie said, in practical terms, how to work with the government to get things done, the business of being there. Just go to the website and apply. That's it. Just every African country has it. South Africa has it. They have their digital nomad visa. That's something y'all could be doing. Tanzania, they have the Tanzania Investment Center. There's already lots of diaspora in Tanzania. They show you, oh, it's actually working for some people here. You just have to know the right people and just contact the government for yourself. Don't rely on other. Let me put it like this: diaspora is for like social reasons. You should not contact somebody in the diaspora to try and get you a visa because they don't have that ability. You have to go directly to the country's government. You have to go directly to that country's government. Just like where we are now, we went to the economic bank and submitted forms. Oh, it's okay, baby G. So you have to go to these government websites directly. Ghana has one. It's called the Ghana Investment Board, something like that. It just depends on which country you're in. Then maybe they have a digital nomad visa that they released. Rwanda, people actually get hired from America who are diaspora in Rwanda. If they're like teachers, if they're marketing directors, it has to be some kind of high level because there's two routes you can take. You can either try to find a job, which are far and few, but there are those of us who do work in Africa, in Rwanda, in Kenya, in South Africa, or you can go the business route. Those are the two main ways. Business is always going to be the safest route because the job may not last and there's not lots and lots of jobs. But we know people in Tanzania that have been employed in the diaspora, but they didn't get those connections by only talking to diaspora. You have to be in contact with locals. Even in this new country we're in, the locals help us. We don't even know any diaspora here. We don't know any Americans all like that. It's the locals that help you. You have to be willing because you're not going to leave America and think that you're only going to be around Americans. You're leaving so that you can learn how life is outside of America and connect with other people that are not Americans. So that's how you do it. It's and people have been doing it for decades. You know, you have people in Ghana that have been building houses decades. People that have been even in Tanzania, you have people that left decades ago. And so you just don't hear about these people. You only hear about what's on YouTube. But for every person you see on YouTube that talks about Africa, there's probably 100 other diaspora that aren't even known about in Africa as a whole, the whole continent, mostly sub-Saharan Africa. So hopefully that answered the question. Also understand one more thing on that topic. You guys have to understand how your enemy works, your adversary that is actually in the flesh. And a lot of people say, oh, well, I don't want to talk about, okay. whether you want to admit it or realize it or not, you have an enemy that is in the flesh that comes from the Caucasus Mountains. You have these people in power. And so, with these people being in power, you have to understand that African governments are not just going to say, oh, we love you, African diaspora, come. Because right after they do that, if you pay attention to news and if you pay attention to what happens, they get hit with sanctions. They get hit with some kind of political craziness. They get hit with different stuff. So they're not just going to broadcast it, but you will find those people that the Most High has created to favor you and to allow you to come in, because it's been happening for years. And regardless of whatever is happening in the world, knowing that the Most High is bringing his people home, there's nothing anybody on earth can do about that. There's nothing anybody under the earth, on top of the earth, wherever they at, in whatever realm, there's nothing anybody can do about it, because it has been orchestrated by the Most High. And so you have to know and walk in that power. If you don't fully believe that power, start meditating on that power. That's what we did before we left. We meditated a whole lot on the Most High's power. And also understand your adversary. Don't be around people who preference the enemy and kind of go 50-50. Don't be around people like that, whether that they're diaspora or somebody else. Stay to yourself. Don't be around some of these people that have the what's that term people used to use, that are like coonish. Don't be around those people. You have coons in every movement, every setting. Yahusha had a coon around him, right? Judas. You have these people in every setting, so don't be out and about with all the people.
Yeah. I don't know
Got
what
too
you're
many
talking
coons
about.
in the midst. The coons in the midst. Like, nah, stop playing. Oh gosh, I was saying, you got to know that the art, even though there's a spiritual enemy, the spiritual enemy has people that are physical humans, or maybe not. Who knows? He has people that are physically on the earth that descended from the Caucasus Mountains, colonizers.
Yeah.
That do not, they see you here. Look, y'all, we got stories. This is why we do the State of the Diaspora. We love telling y'all these stories behind the scenes. We
like
can't
really.
say it on here.
Yeah, we can't. Like for real, because people follow us and take pictures. I'm telling you, shit the other day, yesterday, that was wild. We was just minding our business. Look, when we out, our main focus is to try to get, like, we shopping. Our main focus is to get our food. We got all our children around, right? So we got to pay attention to them. You know, the two older ones, we be like, hey, go. We need this. We need this and that and this. Go get it and come back. You know, I'm gonna be in this aisle. I'm probably gonna be the next aisle. Go get it. Go run and get it and come back. And we minding our business.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody, the store manager or something.
No,
came
I
up.
thought she was a customer.
No,
She was a manager.
Yeah, some she. I knew that she worked there.
Ah.
We're about to check out, and she's like, yeah, I don't know if you want to get security involved, but this lady right here is taking pictures of you guys.
Chinese.
Chinese, just really over there like this, taking pictures. And I'm like, what the? What? I didn't know. Usually I'm like alert like that.
Right,
But
right.
we finishing up. We trying to get to the cash register, and this lady really taking pictures of us.
These Chinese folks, and I'm not being racist, prejudiced, anything, but
Look, we got
robotic.
we got to take the profit when we can.
It's wild.
We got to take the profit when we can.
It's very wild.
You can't.
But you know, that's but this is the world we're in, and even this was another thing. The Revelations 2:9 people, they're now saying they just passed a law, and it hasn't even hit media all like this. I saw this from Benea Israel's channel. They passed a law that it is anti-Semitic to mention. Well, hold on. Let me go back to it. I don't want to say it wrong.
What
I don't
was
want
it?
to say it wrong.
I remember.
I don't want to say it wrong. I got it.
Well, in the meantime, guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. Which state, which country? Let us know. We love to see it. We love to see who's watching. And make sure you like the video. let people know that we are live.
Yes, House Bill 30 in Georgia criminalizes critical speech against the state of Israel. It also criminalizes voicing and practicing various aspects of African Israelite religion. The passage of laws highlights a disturbing trend, the selective application of protections and privileges, often at the expense of marginalized communities. So they passed this law basically, and now they're even debating if they want, I don't know if y'all saw that movie, The Passion of the Christ. They're saying even that can be anti-Semitic at this point. And so we're coming into a world, and there's actually a prophet that talked about this on the Master's Voice prophecy blog. She said, and you can see it coming to pass already, we're coming into a world where even talking about the Bible, even talking about the Shabbat, even saying anything that displays the power of the Most High is going to be under attack. Shalom, shalom, fam.
And that's crazy. Like yeah, in the last days, this is going to happen.
Yep. And so that persecution, obviously, with that bill passing, they're not just silently passing it. They're passing it so that they can take action and arrest you and other people for, various reasons. If they decide, I don't want you speaking to read Revelations 2:9, the Bible verse.
It's happening, and I I don't know what to think about with the kingdom of this world is falling. Like
Ooh, they
literally,
can't stand it.
they're getting sick and falling down. And
Oh gosh.
I don't know if it's true or not. They probably wait, Joe. Um, they're probably going into hiding because they know what's going on, like what's about to happen. But the kingdom is getting sick and falling and dying. Yes, Abaya Sabui.
Salama.
Ooh, Swahili. I miss Swahili.
Right?
um, man, you gotta take the profit when you can, because it's just
House
gonna get
Bill
harder.
30.
It's just gonna get harder and harder for people to leave and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
So, um, get your foundation set and get out of there.
Yeah, don't wait around. But we've been saying this for 4 years, guys. Since we can't even put in words how many things the Most High has blessed us with since 2020, since leaving. Like
Yeah,
this life wouldn't even, we wouldn't even be living this life in the U.S. The Most High, even just our family, we have 2 children, 5 children total now.
okay, are you done eating? Then hold her.
It's amazing.
Go.
The Most High,
Go sit on your bed or something.
he's mind blowing. And when he says in Isaiah 42, 43, 44, 45, 48 through 62, arise, put on your praise garments because I've redeemed you, because you're mine, you're my people. There's nothing no power on earth can do about that one. You got to take that up with the Most High, and you can't even do it.
Exactly.
Who can stand before his face and accuse his people? Who can stand? Nobody. None.
Nobody.
But yeah, guys, I think that's all we have for this video. Any questions?
Yes, if you guys have any
Right.
questions, let us know.
I won't be surprised if politicians are following the scripts of Revelations themselves. They definitely are. They definitely are. They don't have a choice. I think anywhere they turn, they realize we've tried to kill these people for over 1,000 years and they're just not dying.
Yeah.
Like that must be a sad. We've been trying to do this for over 1,000 since Yahusha's resurrection, over 1,000 years, and they're not dying. So what do we do? What do you do with that? Well, you go repent and pay reparations, but if you don't want to do that, go speak to the Most High about what you want to do.
What did you or what did we talk about on this live? List them. We talked about the migrant crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about getting out.
And Americans being replaced.
Yeah.
The middle class
So
is gone.
with all that, like I'm telling you, it's I keep saying it. You just gotta get out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Gotta get out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Feel free to binge watch our I think we have 400 videos on life in Africa. Feel free. For business advice, a few people asked in the chat, go ahead and go to our playlist. We have investment strategies. And then there's one more playlist. Just go to our playlist and you'll find a lot of different stuff. And then we'll leave some links in the description for you as well so that y'all can live your best life abroad because life is given. It's the Most High is given. Look, I can't even describe it to you. I really wish I could. Sometimes on the members only area, we're able to show you in real time what it's like. So if you want to be a member and see where we are currently at, since we're not saying it out in the open because of the different monitoring spirits and giants. So if you want to see that, you can go ahead and subscribe to the members only. Oh, somebody said the retirement visa is pending. Congrats. That's awesome.
It's man. I don't want to say that. I wish we can retire, but
We got a long way till we
we
can
got a long
retire.
way. We got a long way.
We got a long way. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Any last questions? Any last things you want to leave with the family?
I think that's it. I think that's all.
That's it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love you guys. Thanks for the support and everything. And yeah, shalom.
Shalom.